I had done a cover story on Tina for Rolling Stone, and she had a huge hit, What's Love Got to Do with It? And there was going to be, it was at the point where people were starting to say, we'll do like unauthorized biographies, and I think she was a little, everyone, and that's probably not a good idea. So I was in Australia with her doing a story for Rolling Stone on Mad Max 3. And I talked to her and our manager, Roger Davies, and said, I'll do it. You know? It'd be great, because we had gotten along really well on the Rolling Stone cover story. And I knew her old stuff. I knew her Sue records she did with her husband, Ike Turner. She hated all that stuff. I love those records, whatever. And she's fascinating. And her career from those days in like 1960 on, when you're playing St. Louis and people are getting stabbed in bars where you're playing. I mean, that's fascinating, all that stuff. And she had tons and tons of great stories, and we travel around Europe, and after the show each night we get together and talk for a couple hours and drink. You know, and it was a great experience. It was wonderful. Well, the collaboration is she lived the life, you know, that's essentially it, and she didn't remember all of it. So I did wind up going down to Mississippi and finding ancient saxophone players and stuff, and I wrote it up. It was an overwhelming amount of research. I wish you had been there. I had walls covered with notes. But it was very interesting, and I love that area of music, that sort of 40s, 50s, 60s. And these independent record labels came along, and they started stuff like that would come out. Because I remember hearing like Tina Turner records on the radio for the first time on this station out of Gallatin, Tennessee, which we probably don't need to go into, but it was one of these 50,000 watt stations. And at night, like midnight or something, if you were a kid lying in bed, you could get this station, and they were playing like total black music. They really, really rhythm and blues. It was really dark, powerful stuff.